Life doesn't stop for you to hurt. It doesn't stop turning because you lost a loved one. It doesn't stop because you don't feel good. It won't give you a leave of absence so that you can get away from everything and shut it all down. It's still happening. The bills are still coming. The problems are still coming. I'm talking about crushing people. I'm talking about pain. I'm talking about suffering. I'm talking about where the rubber meets the road. I'm not talking about church. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about life. Jesus didn't say, I come that you might have church. He said, I come that you might have life. And sometimes we're great at having church, but we're having a terrible time having life. We know how to clap, we know how to sing, we know how to shout, but do we know how to live? And God won't just be a church experience. He's going to get in your life experience to validate your church experience. You see, in order to develop real quality, it takes time. And it takes pain, and it takes endurance, and it takes grief, and it takes trouble, and it takes turmoil, and it takes destruction and demolition. Demolition is a messy thing. If you get ready to remodel your house, expect to have some mess. And when God gets ready to recycle you, He does it through the things you suffer and the things you endure. But He says, every branch in me that beareth fruit, I cut it back. I cut it back not because I'm a serial killer, not because I'm out to destroy the bush, not because I hate grapes, not because I don't want it to win, but I cut it back so that it might bring forth more fruit. So we don't go through these crushings because we are not His, and we don't go through these crushings because He doesn't love us, and we don't go through these crushings because we're not fruitful. He cuts us because we are fruitful. Because as fruitful as we are, He knows the potential of what is yet down inside of us, and He knows how to get you to that potential, and He stops you from being safe. And He stops you from being satisfied. You have to give up safety if you're going to walk with God. You have to trust Him that He is the farmer, that He knows what He's doing. And when He says that I am the vine and ye are the branches, He says my Father is the husbandman, and the husbandman is the farmer. He's the vintner. He's the one that controls the process. He knows exactly where to cut to make you more fruitful. Sometimes when God approaches you, He approaches you and He looks like a slayer because He's coming with something that hurts. And you have to trust His character when you don't understand His methods. You have to understand His acts by believing in His ways. Because the husbandman is our Father, He cuts us in all the right places. And we can do nothing without Him. We can be nothing without Him. We cannot reach the height and the hope of the purpose of our calling without Him, because only the manufacturer knows how fast the car will go. He has built it and designed it to accomplish more than the foot that's got its pressure on the pedal. He has designed the car to exceed the pace that you may be willing to drive. And so if you want to know how fast it can go, you have to talk to the manufacturer, because he designed it with enough horsepower to do more things than you may even be capable of doing. And God pushes us out of our comfort zone by crushing us.